Most parents believe resilience comes from confidence or toughness. It doesn't. In fact, one very common parenting habit quietly weakens it. It feels loving, it feels responsible, and almost every well meaning parent does it. Here's the problem: life will disappoint your child, it will overwhelm them, and one day you won't be there to step in. So the real question is not how do I protect my child from hardship? The real question is how do I prepare my child to handle it? Because the answer is probably not what you've been taught. What if the moments you rush to fix are the exact moments resilience is supposed to grow? Most parents don't realize this until it's already showing up as anxiety, meltdowns, or shutdown. So stay with me because today I'm going to share with you how a small shift in how you respond to struggle can completely change how your child handles stress for life. Today we're going to go deep into what resilience actually is, why it's built and not inherited, and exactly how parents grow it day by day. We all want our kids to be happy. We want them to succeed. And because of that love, we try to remove every obstacle. We try to smoothen every road and we try to fix every problem. We call it protection. But here's the hard truth: life is not smooth. Your child will fail the test. They will lose friends. They'll feel dejected, disappointed, and overwhelmed. They will face stress that you cannot prevent. And that's not a parenting failure, that's life. What if your child could handle failure without falling apart? And what if your child bounced back instead of breaking down? Before we talk about what to do, we need to clear up one myth about resilience because most parents are aiming at the wrong thing. Resilience is often misunderstood. It's not toughness, it's not sucking it up, it's not emotional suppression, and it's not pretending everything is fine. Resilience does not mean that you never cry, you never feel anxious, or you never struggle. Resilience is feeling the hard emotion while you stay connected, recovering from the emotion, and moving forward wiser. And here's the good news: resilience is not a personality trait, it's a learnable skill. You think of resilience like a muscle. Avoiding stress doesn't build strength, and overloading breaks it, and growth happens in the middle. So, resilience is built when our kids experience manageable stress with a supportive adult. Resilient kids are not protected from struggle, they are supported through the struggle. If resilience isn't toughness and it isn't something kids are born with, the next question is why do some kids develop it and others don't, even if they are in the same family? The answer isn't personality. The answer is brain. Our children are born reactive, not resilient. Their emotional brain is highly sensitive. It's designed to detect danger fast. But the part of the brain that calms down emotions, solves problems, and creates perspective develops slowly over time. And that's why resilience is built over time. Each time your child faces stress and is supported by a calm, responsive adult, the neural connections form between their emotional brain and their thinking brain. Your child's nervous system learns a critical message: stress is uncomfortable, but it's manageable. And over time, these repeated experiences they strengthen the brain's ability to recover after setbacks. Visually, resilience can be understood as a neural pathway. Early on, the pathway is weak and inconsistent, but with every moment of co regulation, problem solving, and safe struggle, that path becomes stronger and more efficient. The brain learns to pause, regulate, and adapt more quickly. And this is why children who are guided through challenges rather than rescued from them develop stronger coping systems. If the stress is always removed ahead of time, the pathway never develops. If the stress is overwhelming or is unsupported, their brain shifts into the survival mode and learns to shut down. That's why resilience grows in the middle space, when the manageable stress is paired with connection and guidance. And this is why resilience is not something children are born with. It is something that their brain would learn over time, step by step, through supportive relationships and lived experiences. Now, here's where most parents get stuck. They understand the signs, but they still don't know what to do in the moment when their child is melting down, shutting down, or giving up. And that's where the real work begins. Let's talk about 3 steps to help build resilience in your children. These 3 steps are simple. The first is connection, second is coaching, and third is confidence. And they learn it from everyday life. They learn it from small moments. And most of all, they learn it from you. So let's dive deeper into each of these steps. Number 1, connection. Resilience starts with safety. Before your child can solve a problem, or before they can calm down, or before they can learn anything, they need to feel safe seen, and understood. A child cannot cope if they do not feel understood. If you notice that your child is distressed, the first step is that you know what your child's feeling. Then you have them name those feelings or emotions, which is a way to validate their feelings. And then you stay close to your child during their distress. It doesn't mean fixing the problem right away. It means that you're saying to your child, I see you, I hear you, and I'm here for you. When you do this, your child hears that my feelings make sense, I am not alone, and I can feel big feelings and still be loved. This is powerful. Imagine your child comes home from school crying and says, no one played with me today. Your first thought may be, don't worry, it's not a big deal, you're going to be fine. But connection sounds different. You say to your child, you seem sad, and that really hurts, and I'm here with you. You sit with them and you listen. And this is what connection is. Connection calms down their nervous system, and a calm brain builds resilience. But calm alone is not enough. And that's when we move to step number 2, which is coaching. You have to teach your kids some skills. They don't magically know how to calm down or solve a problem. Once your child feels safe, then we coach. Children are not born knowing how to calm down, how to solve problems, and how to handle stress. And these are the skills that we have to teach them as a parent. And most parents skip this step without realizing it. So, what does it mean? Coaching means that you stay calm, you teach your child regulation skills, and you guide problem solving instead of fixing. You don't yell, you don't rush in, you don't take over, but you help them learn. Once they have those skills, your child knows that I can calm myself, I can think through the problems, and big feelings don't control me. For example, if your child is angry because their toy broke, your child's crying and yelling, maybe even throwing the toy. First, you connect with your child and validate their feelings, and then you coach them through the regulation process. You can say something like, let's take a deep breath together. You breathe slowly yourself, show them how to do it, and then you might say, let's breathe in like we are smelling a flower. Let's breathe out like we are blowing a candle. This is an example for coaching. But there's one final piece that makes resilience stick, and that is confidence. Resilience grows when children feel capable, and confidence comes from doing, not praising. Confidence means believing that I can do hard things. Confidence grows when your child tries and fails and try again. This means that as a parent, sometimes you have to step back. You have to allow safe struggle. You have to step back instead of rescuing, and you have to give your child real responsibility. And this is the part that feels hardest for us parents. But if you follow this, your kids learn to handle hard things. They learn that they are capable, and the mistakes don't break them. For example, if your child's trying to tie their shoes and getting frustrated and struggling, you want to jump in and do it for them. But instead, you're going to say that I see you trying. Take your time. What could you do next? You wait, you stay nearby, and you let them work. And that struggle builds confidence. When your child does something and you want to praise them for confidence, instead of saying you're so smart, you could say words like, you didn't give up and you kept trying. That was hard, but you did it. This kind of praise builds real confidence. And competence builds confidence. Confidence fuels resilience. A child who believes in themselves is harder to break. Let's put it all together and review our 3 steps. Number 1, connection. Make your child feel seen and safe. Number 2, coaching. Teach your child skills for emotions and problem solving. Number 3, confidence. Let them try, fail, and try again. When your child struggles, ask yourself, did I connect first? Am I coaching instead of fixing? Am I allowing them to grow their confidence? You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. When connection, coaching, and confidence work together, something powerful happens. Your child stops needing you to rescue them and starts trusting themselves instead. You're not raising resilient kids by making their life easy. You're raising resilient kids by staying close, stepping back, and teaching them skills. Resilient kids are not protected from struggle. Remember, they are supported through the struggle, and that support starts with you. Resilience isn't built in perfect parenting moments, it's built in messy ones. And when you choose to stay close instead of fixing, and step back instead of rescuing.